All right, pool fans. Looks like we got a match raring to go here. I'm Tyrell Datweiler with Hill Hill Productions here at Phil's Bar and Grill in Salem, Oregon for stop number 3 of the Northwest Women's Pool Association 2025 tour. We are playing some 10 ball. Well, I'm not. They are on 7-foot diamond tables. And we have a matchup. This is a A-side matchup between Sophia Tran and Dora Valdez. It'll be a race to 6. Apologize for the bouncy ass camera there. The cameras are mounted on the lights of the adjacent pool tables. And unfortunately, the table light for our side view is right next to the air conditioning unit, which is blowing the light around. Probably have to move that camera tomorrow. I didn't mention it. It is an alternate break, rack your own format. Oh, look at this. Good shot. Dora here, sliding right past that 10 ball. Perfect look at the 3 ball.
Sorry, I'll grab yours, and if I don't see you by then.
Right, and I'm gonna step away for a second. Apologies. Let's see if I can find something of with enough weight to put on top of this light that maybe it will quit blowing around. So just bear with me as I step away for a second. I'll be right back. All right, I think I found something that'll work, although I have to wait till the match on that table's done before I get access to it. So let's talk about some pool. Well, Dora looking pretty good here.
Let me were in the middle. You're welcome.
Pretty straight. Didn't do too much. Just kind of stopped it. Maybe rolled back half an inch. That's fine. Got angle to come back across the table for the 9-ball. All the lights are shaking now. She hit into the rail a little bit. Got it a little thick. Want that one back. Sophia will be happy here though. Pretty straightforward layout. It's a thing. All right, good look at the 9. Overcut it. A couple unforced errors from both these players. All right, Dora on the board first. Shout out to our sponsors, Littman Lights, the official 2025 tour sponsor of the NWPA, changing the way you see pool. Thank you to Rose City Billiards, BCA League in the Portland Gresham area. If you live in the area, want to play in the BCA League, get all over Cal. Diamond Mine Northwest, Diamond Pool Distributor serving the Northwest. Looking for a diamond table, get a hold of John Scudder, specializing in delivery setup for both personal and business. And thank you to our tour stop venue, Phil's Bar and Grill, right here in Salem, Oregon. Whew, sorry. Apologies for the yawn there. Been here since 8:30. So that was about 2 hours before the stream started rolling. The all day one, which says we are at the 9 hour 15 mark. So we're running on about 11 hours in the building. One thing I like about this tour is they keep matches going back to back, so never much of a break in between matches on the streaming table. But on the downside, that means not much of a break for me between matches either. But that is a plus for all you viewers. Let's keep the pool rolling all day. We had a full 48 board for this stop. It was capped at 48. There's only 10 tables in the venue, so that was the cap they deemed that we could get through in 2 days. Not sure what we're playing down to. Usually play down to the final 12. Might only get down to the final 16 tonight. Things are going a little slow from what I've heard from the TD, but he always says that, so we'll see. My guess is B side will probably wrap around 10, 11 tonight. And then we'll be back tomorrow for another full day of pool. We'll be streaming that all day too, all the way down to the finals. So if you haven't already, share the stream, let people know we got free pool for the rest of today and again tomorrow. Hit that subscribe button, get notified when I go live for all the tour stops and any other billiard related events I may stream. Hit the like button as well. There's also a Facebook page for Hill Productions. If you would like to go hit the like button and follow us there as well. And of course, go follow the NWPA on Instagram and Facebook. They do have a YouTube channel as well. So since I've taken over as the official streamer for the tour, all the streaming has been happening through my channel. We did try streaming to both platforms at our end of year tour stop last year, but had some problems with the restream. Doesn't play well with a spotty connection. Dora coming with the jump cue here. Try and keep this cue on the table. No, hit the 10 ball on the way over. Made the 2 ball and the cue ball. was at least cool looking. All right, good transition from Sophia here. Yeah, wants a really good high ball here. Make sure you don't run into the 10 ball. Oh, she cheated the pocket a little bit. I wonder if she was trying to hold it. That would have definitely cut it all the way in that pocket. Try to go into that top rail a little further over on the right, and then back in the side rail, back out, so I can just cut that 10 ball in. She's gonna be kick this now. It almost looks like you could cut it where she's at, but I can't quite tell from this camera angle. Good shot. All right, 1-all. Speaking of tour stops, take a look at that 2025 tour schedule. I mentioned this is stop number 3 at Phil's Bar and Grill in Salem, Oregon. A little less than a month, we're going to be rocketing out to Boise, Idaho. Going to the Pocket there for stop number 4. And then in August, we'll hop on up to Kennewick to Players Sports Bar. We'll be off in September. At the end of October, we will be in Seattle at Ox Billiards for our second 9-foot table stop of the year. So the 9-foot table stops, the ladies play 9-ball. 7-foot table stops, they play 10-ball. And then at the beginning of December, we will cap everything off with our final stop and awards banquet at Scratch Billiards in Fife, Washington. That's a venue I have yet to go to, so I look forward to checking out a new one this year. Neat. Let's go bring Dora to the table here. back cut this, draw into either the 7 or the 8 ball. Maybe draw into the 8 ball you can hold for this 2 ball. I think the tangent line goes below the 8. Yeah, that's what she tried to do. Just missed the one. Not by much. Good hit, no rail. Ball in hand to Dora. Draw back, or is she gonna roll forward and shoot the 2 through the 10-9 gap? Gonna draw back. The one problem I see there is you needed to draw back more so you could draw up into this left side of the table for the 5 ball. Wait, what's the next ball? 4 ball? Never mind. I realized it was the 5. I think I was thinking it was the 3. The 4 is still down there. Disregard everything I just said. I think she can go. I don't think she can go through the gap between the 10 and the 9. Maybe put a little inside English. Straighten that ball back out of the rail. Well, she's bumped it onto the 8. I don't think that's what she wanted to do. Gonna have to play safe here. Just rub the 4 to the rail. Maybe send the cue ball up between the 5 and the 6. I think she got too much of it, found the pocket. It's that a little bit thinner. Maybe she's on the left side of the 6. Couldn't tell. Not maybe if you hit it thin enough, you could go right through that gap with the 5 and the 6. That's possibly wishful thinking, because I'm not at the table. Awfully close to the work here. Probably be asking for the TD on this one. Just to be safe. Nope. I'm gonna tie her up. I don't think she did. Dora's gonna go for the cut, lower left. A little too thin. Did she bump the 8 with her cue afterwards? Yeah, I think she did. I think she inadvertently bumped the 8 ever so slightly to the left with her cue while she was ball watching. What she got about a half ball hit here, maybe trying to tee these up side to side. Okay, just tee up, put the 6 behind or the 4 behind the 6. Well, looks like Sophia's nominated the 6 ball, gonna kick to the rail, try and go for the 4-6 combo. It's probably gonna work out though. Good cover from the 5. Ah, what a good hit. That ball. Yeah. A little too spicy. Sophia's turn to kick. I think she's probably going for a jump cue here. Ooh, good effort. Tough jumping and trying to cut the 7. Oh, she got the hook. Yeah, I think she was trying to kick behind. Saw Dora shaking her head as the ball tracked in, realizing she should have called the rail first to the corner.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you know the rules.
Oh no. Straighten that cue ball right out. All right. Free 10 ball for Dora here. Take a 2-1 lead. I mentioned before, you can follow the NWPA on Facebook, Instagram. They have a YouTube channel as well. If you want to learn more, or if you're interested in playing one of the stops, you can register directly online at playnwpa.com. Speaking of YouTube channels and following, please hit that subscribe button. Get notified at each and every stop as soon as I go live, as well as any other pool-related events I may stream throughout the year or years to come. Also, please share the stream if you can. Let your friends, families, enemies, anybody you know that likes pool, get the word out. We got a free stream. We're going for probably at least a couple more hours tonight. And then we'll be back tomorrow, probably around 10 a.m. Go until we're done. I'm guessing it's going to be around 7, 8, maybe even 9 o'clock tomorrow. So plenty of pool left to be watched. All right, looks like we got a player break. Stay tuned. We'll be back with this action as soon as the players are back in the playing area. All right, I'm back. The players are obviously back, but I am now back. Experimenting with trying to get that light quit swinging. No success. So I think we'll just bear with it for the rest of today. Maybe find somewhere else to mount the camera tomorrow. Look at that. Here's the garbage. Pile of snack wrappers, and somebody just kindly mentioned that there is actually a garbage underneath the table that we got the booth set up at this whole time. Silly me. Ooh, good shot. Too much outside though. Hmm? Yeah. All right, 5 of 10. Dora lining it up here. A little bit of an upcut. Yeah, twice.
I did. Highest they've ever got. Oh, cool. No, sure.
No, you're not 12.
They lost.
Yeah, 9 and 12 and tomorrow.
Right.
Anyway, yeah.
No. Yeah. Next year.
Next year?
Yeah.
Okay, you just play down here.
I have too much stuff going on. Okay, I have a 5-year-old granddaughter now. Give custody of and take all of my time.
I hear you.
So.
7.
Hmm?
You.
But you couldn't give you a defect now.
I don't have one to call. I have one. I told you I was in second on the team.
Whatever.
Don't question your tournament. Question everything, Jordan. Especially the tournament director.
That's a napkin or two.
Stealing all my napkins. Looks like she's looking at the cross bank here. Maybe I can mount the camera from the ceiling tomorrow. That would solve all the problems. Sorry about that. Should check my other screen before I switch cameras. And then Marianne's just gonna walk into the shop. There we go. And she's back. Sorry, guys. Yeah, just put it right there. Thank you. Don't. You'll have to talk to Chris. He's over there. I don't think you are, though. All right, good 7-ball. It's just to slow down. I'm just gonna have to cut it in the same pocket. Did miss the 9-ball and should be fine. Good shot. See a little bit of outside down that ball grab out of that rail. Good cue ball from Dora. Nice setup for the 10 in the side. Dora looking to grow that lead to 3-1. Well, just a reminder, if you got questions or just want to say what's up, there is a chat in the YouTube channel. Feel free to jump in there. Say hi, where you're watching from, who you're rooting for. Ask me questions. Let's talk about the Don Weir. So, recent announcement. The the Don Weir Memorial Tournament, the 2025 one coming up. The Weir family has generously donated an entry for that event. That is an invitational only event. So everybody that plays in that event is invite only basis. But yeah, very generous of them to offer a spot to the NWPA. So the player with the most points after tour stop number 4, so that'll be our Boise stop, will get an entry into that event. That is a event that happens at Golden Fleece every year. Good turnout of pro players come out for that event, as well as local big guns. So exciting announcement. And take a look at those standings in the next break. See who's currently in the race. Although I think we'll have a real clear picture of the contenders after this stop. Once I get behind the 10, it's just gonna get there. Good safety from Sophia. Dora got here. She even got the one railer. Is that 5 in the way? Feel like the 5's in the way. I mean, she might have a one rail. It's a little tight. Going past the 10 out of the short rail. There's a 2 railer here. Oh, third diamond. Nah, she needs to aim a little more towards the middle. Yeah, she needed to go closer to the pocket. Or no, that came tight. A little more to the left, I think. Nice and soft, matches the one ball. Some sort of shot here. 9 combo. Safety. Carom the 2 off the 9. Let the cue go above that 10 ball. Over to the side rail, maybe. Maybe get behind the 8. Yeah, general idea, something kind of like that. Try to either get behind the 8 or back underneath the 10. Trying to get underneath the 9 and the 10, just bumps the 9. So at least some separation, some distance. Be careful not to go into that ball on the rail. I shouldn't have said it. I feel like because I said it, I made it happen. All right, looks like maybe it's makeable. It looks like she's going to shoot it. I'm gonna have our TD Chris come watch it. Oh, good hit. Not like a little more angle. Just because of the lack of angle here, I would possibly be tempted to cut this 5 into the side. Yeah, you're playing into a very small area to get good on this ball. About to say she's kicking these shots in like an absolute monster. One just stands up on her. Thought maybe the cue ball would get it second time. Make sure it went in, but it did not. I think maybe she killed that ball a little bit. Definitely wanted to stay to the right of the 7. Have to back cut this into the side now. 7 aside was her plan. Yeah, I think if I was going to shoot a kill shot, it would have been on that one. A little inside. Kill that out of the second rail. Down. Little two-way there. Using the 9 and 10 as cover. Speed a little heavy. 8 balls leaked out. With what she can see of it, I think that's the only pocket Sophia can shoot it to outside of banking the ball. The only corner she can shoot it to at the bottom of your screen. Be more clear. Good shot. Oh, no. Well, the ball opened up out of the top rail.
I had the time to get back on the 10. That's what we had that 10, but there's like.
I talked to the brand, but not.
Right.
Got
All right, 10 ball down. Dora up 4-1. I mentioned the standings. Take a look at where we're at right now. After 2 stops, Andy Camping out front, followed by Melina Ortiz, Amy Wilson McDonald, Sophia sitting at 4th. Although trailing at the moment, but regardless of the outcome of this match, she's still in the tournament. This is an A-side match, so win or lose, she's still trucking. Then we got Mary Ann, who's playing directly behind this table. Linda Massey, who I did not see at this stop. And then Nicole Denisi, Raquel Menares, and Amy Burdick topping it out at the 10 spot. Mary Ann right there.
That was you, right, Robin?
Yeah, it's right there.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, I didn't even see it.
You should put this stuff right here.
You got another match, don't you?
I know I don't have the phone again, I just checked out.
Might be a little while.
No, I didn't, there's like 3 right there.
All right.
Oh,
I think Sophia's taking a break.
Way before the match.
I'm going to step away for a second. Pick up here in a moment. All right, Sophia's back. Door to break. This ball was tracking. 8's gonna get there. Looks like something else also went this lower left. We got the 3 ball. 1, 2, 3 down. There's the 4, 5, 6, and the 8 down. The 1 cuts. 2 plays into the same pocket. I don't think the 4 passes the 9. Potential 4-10 combo, though, if you can play to the left-hand side. So Dora opting to play safe there, plays a good one. Goes in behind the 2 ball. What's up, Darcy? Just realized you're in the chat over there. Thanks for tuning in, bud. Angela, what are you doing in the per match chat? Get over in the all day stream chat. Angela Higgins, our NWPA president, who unfortunately couldn't be here for this stop. We've missed her at the last 2 stops. Hoping she's able to make the Boise stop. All right, good hit from Sophia there. Not giving up much. We'll look at the ball, but no great pocketing options. Oh, that could have been nasty. Read the needle there between the 5 and the 2, a little softer, and that cue ball could have been locked up on the back of the 5 or behind the 2. Instead, it's leaked out. All right, what's the angle here? So 4 is down at the bottom of the table. She did the hard part, not running into the 5 and the 6. Unfortunately, that angle goes right to the side. She needs to go into these balls. I'm just setting up to play a safe with the 5. From this vantage, it doesn't look that the 5 is playable. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't think so. She's now opting to cross bank this. The players just like to mess with me sometimes. Is she gonna get on the back of this 7 ball? Look at this. I don't think that was exactly the intention. I mean, if it was, she played it real well. That's a very small area on the table to go back and forth and land right there. Regardless, a great outcome for Dora. Tough spot for Sophia. She's gonna have to go one rail, it looks like. Just a little tough. Depending on the line, the 6 ball might be partially in the way. Maybe going 2 rails the other way. Nope, intentional foul. Just gonna roll the 7 up there. Play safe. I think she's gonna play safe. Stick her on the back of the 6 or on the back of the 7, one of the two.
I started with the ball top. All in on the floor. I remember. So I started with ball, you know, it was. Five ball, and then five ball,
Yeah. Yeah, just confirming Dora, warning her that she's on 2 fouls. Okay. This is the angle. Our bouncing cam, bouncy castle cam. Apologize. Remount that camera tomorrow. The AC isn't going to play havoc on it. Good hit. Sophia escaping that 3 foul trap. Confirmation from Angela that our fearless leader shall return and be at the remaining stops throughout the year. Look forward to having you back, Angela. You've been missed. Don't having to wait for a couple players. Other tables to shoot before she can get in there to shoot 7. We're playing the back cut to the upper right here. It's going to drift in. Good shot. So if she wants to come back across the bottom of this 10 ball and shoot the 10 the same pocket, or if she opts to stay on the left-hand side of the table and shoot the 10 in the upper right. And she's definitely got a little bit of a cut here. I think just a little bit of a pinch draw. She can stay on the left, if it's more angled than I think, or than it looks like, and I think she'll come across. So. Ooh. Make that a little spicy. So yeah, she opted to go back and forth. I don't think she needed to get into it that deep. Fortunate to catch the point there. All right, Dora to the hill, 5-1. Take a look at our payout card. I keep forgetting to ask one of these board members what the added money was for this stop, because I did not get a cheat sheet. But here's your payouts and a QR code. It'll take you to the bracket if you're interested. You can also just go to digital pool to the tournament search and type in NWPA 2025 tour stop number 3, and that will get you there as well.
I just called. Give me a second. The phone just rang now.
See if we get a rollout here, maybe. I think that's what I'd be doing. Leaves it long. cue ball's going into. Okay, what just happened? Sorry about that. Let's say a cue ball going into the 3 and the 2. Hard to predict where the 2 is going to end up. Often with shots like that, this is how they end up. Not good. Try and get some distance, try and see a little more speed, and she could have gotten down there underneath the 6 ball. Hasn't sold out a give me. Dora can see the ball. I'll probably play some sort of return here, maybe a 2-way. I think she called the upper left on the bank. Yeah, she was playing a 2-way where she was trying to get behind the 3 ball. That's a little touchy. I think maybe if you're banking that way, I would probably be going all in.
We're having so much fun.
Slow down. Now, good confident stroke. Need a little less speed. And it's just kind of going sideways for Sophia in this match. More times than not, she's found herself kicking, unfortunately. Game can become very tedious when you're just looking at the back of the ball so often, the back of a ball. Yeah, this is a tough one. The corner is too tight to get a hit. You don't really have a good one rail option. I mean, maybe you could go around the 7, between the 9 and the 6, out of the other corner. 10's kind of big. That's tough. Yeah, maybe you could have played out the point of the side pocket. Little one pocket trickery.
Here's my face. Yeah. Waiting.
Did you guys punch it in or what table was that on?
Good wing. I don't know if I should good wing.
No, but it's.
I'll do that right.
No, 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 no. I'm check it too. That. You have the opponents. Give me 5-10 minutes. Then you're going to play ahead, but it's your last match. The winner is done, and we want to open the tables up for the room. So the sooner we start, the better.
And the carom on the 10. Where did she play the 4? No, she was playing the carom. Bring Sophia to the table. Good hit. Dora, where's this 5 gonna settle? Just roll up on the 7 ball. Unless you missed the 7 though. Misjudged the angle a little bit. What you call it? The side pocket on the 6. Gonna play a bank. 2-way. Played it good. Had a shot on the 7 in the same pocket. Or is she gonna play it all the way down? I'm a side pocket. I love shooting to the side pocket. It's not everybody's favorite, especially at angle. You shoot it all the way down like that. Definitely shoot it all the way down. Wow, that got me off guard. Not sure what happened there.
I'd be surprised if I did. It really happened once or twice. That was one of the 4.
Yeah, I don't know. Unforced error from Dora there. Shot that right into the rail. I don't think I'd bank this. I think I'd cut that. I know it's a little thin, but it's so close to the pocket. And your cue ball's just going to be going back and forth. I think the cut is the higher percentage shot here.
Is that an official?
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't like banking that. Cue ball is going away from the 9 ball if it cuts to the upper right. Which I think it passes. I'm pretty sure it passes the 9. Play this 2 rails. Go past the side pocket into the long rail. Top rail back down to the 9. Oh, she opted to play the carom, I guess? I don't know why I say I guess. That's clearly what she tried to play. So 8 must not have passed the 9. Alright, so the bank worked out for Sophia there. Left a tough shot. Gets a turn back at the table. Just needs to cinch this in the lower right. A little bit below center. Shoots it on the side. That works too. Did well to miss the pinball. A little close to the work here. It's gonna die just in time though. Stretch, grab the extension. All right, Sophia staying alive. It takes us to rack number 8. Hey, title sponsor cards running there. Big shout out and a thank you to all the sponsors. And of course, a big shout out to Phil's here in Salem for hosting us this weekend. For those that don't know, the NWPA is the largest women's billiard tour in the US, as I'm to understand it. NWPA is also a nonprofit, so they rely on the support of the community and the sponsorship of individuals and businesses who, through those sponsorships, allow us to put on this tour every year. So we appreciate them so much. I want to make sure that the word gets out about those individuals and businesses that support us. So if you can, please share the stream. Let people know we got a free stream, free pool, another hour or two tonight, back all day again tomorrow. So help us get the word out, get exposure for the NWPA and all our great sponsors. And if you're looking for a pool table, a light for your pool table, looking to play PCA League in the Portland, Gresham area, go check out our sponsors and let them know that if you didn't already know about them, heard about them through the NWPA and the live stream. I know what I've been forgetting to mention. The NWPA Jam Up brand store that just launched recently. They've got a NWPA branded jersey that our board member Nicole Denisi designed. She does pretty much all the media for the NWPA. Does the media for infographics and whatnot for the stream as well for me. Does great work. Get that mock-up up here. You can see what that looks like. Go check it out at jamupapparel.com. They have that jersey in both women's and men's fit. Let me get Dora playing the bank on the 2 here. I think she was playing more of a safety than anything. But 10 ball. Make ball, don't call it, and your opponent can see the next one. They're shooting it. So generally no real reason to call safe. You might as well call a ball regardless. Even if you aren't trying to make something. Here's another side of things. If you make it and your opponent can't see the next ball, you're coming back to the table regardless. So might as well just call it and stay at the table, one way or the other. Just my 2 cents. See it happen a lot of times when banking safeties. Particularly sort of like what Dora was playing there, where I don't think they're any way they're going to make the ball, but it's kind of going in that area, and then they make it and have perfect shape on their next ball, but don't get to stay at the table. So that is why you'll see a lot of players call a ball in the pocket, and then you watch them play, and you're like, well, they didn't even threaten that at all, because, well, they were mostly playing safe. But had they messed up the safe and made the ball, that's why they were calling it. A little strategy for you all. All right. Table for Sophia here. He's got angle on the 7. What I like to do is go to this right side rail, come back out just below the 8 ball to shoot the 8 ball on the same. Okay, she's just going to stun and shoot in the opposite side. That works as well. Even worried that coming back out for the same pocket, the angle was going to be going too steep down table. So this works. Works as well. Be a little inside on this ball. All right, she just goes back and forth. She uppercut it. I think she's going to get away with it, though. Dora's swerving or going rail first. Not really shooting down on the ball, I don't think. So I think she's going to go rail first. Oh, good return. Rail first with some spin. Cross banks the ball. Putting Sophia in a similar situation. Just going to try and one rail kick this in. Well, option for Dora. I know I'd be shooting it. I would not be giving this back. Yeah, it was a little tough, but you know, you got to take your swing, try and close this match out. Can't be giving it back. And take a try before you let your opponent take a try. All right. Sophia survives that one. Keep fighting here in this A-side matchup between her and Dora Valdez. We got a score of 3-5. No, jerseys. These are the jersey designs currently in the NWPA brand store that is live at jamupapparel.com. Go check them out. Customize it, get your name on the back. As I mentioned, men and women's styles available. Looks like women's 2XS all the way up through 4XL and men XS through 6XL. So go get yourself a jersey. Help support this great organization and look good doing it. And keep an eye out on the brand store. I know they're going to have some other colors and designs coming down the road. All right, dry break. That one ball coasting to a stop right in front of that lower left pocket. Looks like Dora's got a look, I think, through the gap between the 410. Take a look at where the two ball lies. All right, she's rolling out, so maybe, I guess she can't see it through the gap. I thought she could, but I've also been doing this for 10 hours, so I think I'm maybe getting nearly as tired as the pool players, even if I'm just sitting over here on my butt. 10 hours is a long time to stare at a screen and talk to oneself. Oh, it's leaked out.
Tired. Tired.
Yeah.
Now, swish is the two ball. Gonna be kicking at the three though. Well, managed to get through that little gap between the 3 and the rail without any contact. Ball in hand for Dora. No, 3 to the 4. 4 and 5 probably in the same pocket. Maybe you shoot the 4 in the corner and then shoot the 5 in the side. Just kind of depends on your angles, cue ball positioning. Actually, I kind of like shooting the 5 in the side because you can play the 5 off the 7, get the 7 off that damn rail.
Wow.
Well, it looks like she's going to have to play the 5 in the side here. I think I would still try and play this so the 5 goes off the 7. I think positioning back on to shoot the 4 on the side as well maybe is a little touchy. Yeah. Yeah, I think the 7's the big problem ball here. It does lead to the 8. If you shoot it past the side pocket, but you got to get there and you have to shoot it past the side pocket. And it's funny how the point likes to jump out and catch that ball. Well, she's moved it there, but she's tied up the 6. Fortunately for her, not so much for Sophia. So now Sophia's got to contend with that 6 ball. You want me to turn the fan on? Blow it in?
Oh, it's very, yes, very good. Yes, fine.
Maybe trying to play safe, push the 4 to the other side, in the side pocket. I think maybe she could have gone 2 rails around the 7 ball into the 6-9, but you miss it. What do you do then? Hope that you got enough of the 6 to play safety.
These little combos for everyone.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it goes past the 9. I think you just play safe here. Just bank the ball, bank the 6 past the 9, stick the cue ball on the 9. That doesn't look like can really go 1 rail without a lot of spin. At least not 1 rail into the side rail the way she's looking, I don't think. Yeah, you got to swerve. You'd have to swerve and swerve. You're going to be putting left spin on the ball anyways. She's going to jump it. It's pretty all right. She's only jumping, what, third of the ball maybe? Maybe half? Just jumping the edge. Not even that. She's jumping like a quarter of the ball. Easy to get over. I don't know if she bothered to call a pocket. Just playing a hit. So, I mean, if you're trying to catch the edge of it, you're cutting it. Just see. And again, an argument for always calling a ball, even when you're just playing for a hit. If I'm shooting that jump shot, I'm trying to cut that 6 in. Even if I don't jump well, like that would be my thought. If you call that and fluke it like she did, you're still at the table. This 7 goes. She plays some kill. Yeah, she tried to kill it, come off the top side of that 10 ball and stay down there for the 8. She's banking this, or she's trying to tuck it behind the 10, or a little bit of both. Problem with that is if you do both, then you don't have a shot on the 9. That's on target. I think she should have gone all in there. Yeah, because that's tough. It's tough to get right in there behind the 10. And yeah, if you accidentally fluke it and get behind the 10, you're in a world of trouble. She's come up short. She back cut it in, but she's probably going into the 10 ball. She could move it to a silly spot, or it could be just fine. There's also the possibility of carrying it in and spotting it. Oh. That was a thinner back cut than I thought it was going to be. Not a problem. No risk of going into the 10 ball. Oof. Oof. That was a close one. Almost a rattler. Sophia fighting back here. Excited. Root for to make this hill. We have 3 hill matches in a row.
Or that.
Now Dora can see this one ball. Enough to make a good hit. Touchy shot past the 2, does well. Close to the work though, but not too far to the pocket. Should be able to just come across a little bit for the 3 ball. Slow down. Don't want to stick to the 7. I'm trying to stay to the right of the 7 ball here, so going to the top rail. Oh. A little heavy. Of course, it's the 4 ball, not the 8. Well, let's take that back. Just fine being over there. Did well not to scratch. Big momentum for Sophia if she can finish running out this rack from here. Just keep it simple. Just cut this in. Let the cue ball go to the rail. Come back over a little bit. Maybe play a high ball so you're more rolling into the wedge instead of coming across that cone where you can see the 9 and make it in the upper right. One thing I would say is just make sure you stay off the rail. Get back out of the rail a little bit. Well, she definitely got out of the rail. A little heavier came to the other side. I would say maybe that's a little bit of unforced error coming to the wrong side of the 9 ball. I was thinking that she could just roll that in at pocket speed and stay on the left-hand side. Possibly I'm wrong. There was more angle. In that case, she needed to roll it a little faster. So All right. Chance to close this out for Dora. Drawing anything weird here? Seen a couple goofy misses from Dora, but overall she's played really well. Well, I would count her a favorite to make this from here. And she does. All right. Great match. Those two players from those two players. Dora's going to eke it out after a heavy lead early on. Sophia with a big opportunity to take this hill and just a little stumble at the finish line there. But she is still in. She's got plenty of fight left in her. So, all right. See if we got another one going. I think I'm talking wise probably done for the evening. So, but stay tuned. Let's see if we have another match.
Marion, there's a pool cue rack thingy right on the other side of table 7.